All right, so this is not my normal video, but I'm going to do it anyway. So if you are not interested in tools and construction and plumbing and that sort of thing, then you probably don't want to watch this. So it's not a preparedness video. It's not a video on wild edibles. It's a video on my tool trailer, and I thought I would just shoot a video real quick, maybe two videos. This could probably go about 30 minutes. Anyway, we'll get started. Now, I do everything. I do mostly plumbing. Probably half of my work is plumbing, and then the other half is remodeling, and that's whatever. So anyway, okay, so I got an air hose here on a reel. It's hooked up to the air compressor. I'll show you that in a minute. It's over there. Got a grinder in here just in case. Never know when you're going to need one. I've used it several times. Got a couple of little cans of air tool fittings, fittings for the air hose. Let's see. Got a 20 ton hydraulic jack down there. Got a DeWalt table saw, a rigid miter saw. Got my work boots in the bag there. They're usually full of sewage from me wading through sewage, so I keep them in a bag. Just a little light here. This is just a hopper for the popcorn ceiling. Now, nobody really does popcorn ceilings anymore, but we do a lot of repairs where I have to go in and fix a leak, tear out the sheetrock, and the ceiling is popcorn, so I'll just spray it back like it was. And then back in the cubby hole back there, I have all sorts of different kinds of thresholds, metal, and then I've got door sweeps and that sort of thing. All right, so this is kind of my junk area. Little keyless light fixture. Got a square sitting up here, some trash bags. But I usually keep my charger up here, my batteries, keep them charged up. Batteries there. Just miscellaneous here. Yeah, it's a book from my granddaughter. She gave that to me. Anyway, got light bulbs, a thermostat, got light bulbs here. And I've got all sorts of light bulbs here because when I'm working on a house, and it depends on who it's for, but a lot of these houses I go into, it'll have on the list for me to replace the kitchen faucet, put a door sweep on, replace the spigot, water spigot, and maybe fix a water line, whatever, and then replace two light bulbs. It's just crazy like that. Anyway, so I carry an assortment of light bulbs. So you can see the different light bulbs. Anyway, got dryer vent stuff over here, and this is all my water heater, gas water heater exhaust piping. I've got the tape. I've got some clamps there. We'll go up here. Well, let's go right around here. Let's go around here. All right, so I've got the connection, disconnect, males and females. Then I've got fuses, as you can see. And now here I've got 4 name brand breakers in every size. So like the 30 amp, I have 4. Actually, 30 amp, I have 5 name brands. That's GE, Square D, Simmons, whatever. And the same in the 20 amp, 15 amp, 40, 50, 60. Which you don't see many 60s. I think I just got 2 of those. Anyway, got it up to 100 amps and all sorts of breakers there. Got my tester. Hey, if you do any kind of construction work, you always want to keep these around just in case you have to have it. Down here we got a Hardy siding holders. This is a one man can hang that Hardy siding if you have these. We got my floating floor laminate flooring tool. This is for my Hilti gun where it shoots into the concrete. Got my door stuff there for drilling, setting doors, drilling the holes for the knobs and the deadbolts, lock sets, router bits. Oh, let's see, what else do I have here? I've got little old drill bit things there to get a screw out. Blades, just plumbing stuff. I've got a water pressure tester here. I've got several of these. Gas, this does the gas. Make sure you don't have any gas leaks. And this right here is my little homemade tool I made for winterizing a house. Winterizing a house, anyway. That'll blow a house out with the air compressor and the hose. Scutcheons, just all kinds of brass fittings and stuff in there. And there's my steel fittings and nipples and what have you. O-rings, my stops, plugs for 4-inch and 3-inch pipes, and these will blow a line out. All kinds of little faucet repair kit, all kinds of stuff in there. All right, so I've got PVC, I don't know, I think it's a 3/4 and 1 inch. And there, then I got my boxes in here, my electrical boxes. That's full of all different types of electrical boxes. That's a carpet stretcher. And I do have a kicker and a iron and all that stuff over there that goes with it to lay carpet if need be. My air compressor, and I got my hose wrapped around behind everything. That's the orange. I gotta shove it back in there. Anyway, it's got its own little plug. So what I do is I've got an extension cord here that is plugged into there. And of course it goes around to the lights. But I just take this cord here and plug it in wherever I'm at. And that's that. All right. Let's see. So the little cubbies up here. I've got, what do I have here? Ryobi battery operated cordless sawzall. I got a router back there and a DeWalt sander. And here I've got Ryobi drill. Now I use Ryobi drills and sawzalls a whole lot because I am so rough on them. I'll let them set in sewage or whatever the case may be. They'll set in water, doing plumbing or whatever. Anywhere it's a drywall drill, hanging drywall. What else I got back here? Oh, I got another small router back there. And I've got 2 blow dryers. Heat guns is actually what they are. Hardy nailer and a roofing nailer. I think that's a Hitachi and that's a Boss Stitch. And I've got my carpet stuff. Kicker, got the iron and all that. What else do we have here? Got my Makita saw. And then I got a Ryobi cordless saw back there. And then I got my rigid framing gun. Then just some HDX trim nailers. I got a planer, Milwaukee planer, a Milwaukee grinder, and a Ryobi grinder, and a Ryobi hammer drill. And I just got my floats for doing stucco, repairing stucco. Got to keep those by themselves. And I got my concrete hand tools in here, floats and whatever. Drywall stuff. All right. I've got GFCI plugs. I've got the staples. Just all electrical stuff here. Plug switches. These are all dimmer switches. Which, if you have ever bought a dimmer switch, you know that's $100 worth at least right here. So I've got several dimmer switches, and I've got dryer plugs, range plugs, all sorts, all different types down through here. Plugs and switches again down through here. Now, tons of plumbing fittings. Any kind of plumbing fitting you can think of is in these cases here. Loaded with them. Then just got stuff throughout. I got pigtails, 3 different types of pigtails in here for dryers and ranges. Just some more plumbing stuff here. Dremel right here. And I've got all this is just full of plumbing fittings, as you can see, mostly PEX. I don't know if you've ever used these, but these are PVC, basically a shark bite. PVC shark bite there. Amazing. Anyway. Alright, I got the Hilti, my crimping tool. Then I've got a DeWalt Sawzall, electric Sawzall. Then I got a big Milwaukee saw. And this is my Measure Master. This'll, it sends the light around the room to give you a level red. It's a red light that it'll put it. You set the tripod up and put the thing on the tripod and it shoots around. Anyway, blah, blah, blah. There's my Hawk. For drywall, there's my spray shield for my paint gun and just miscellaneous stuff over here, caulking guns and that sort of thing. Of course, I got my clamps, chain pulls for whatever, for fans, doorbells, wireless battery for a doorbell. Alright, these are all my braided lines, water supply lines, all braided. I've got a lifetime supply just about of those. Fernco's, this is loaded with every type of Fernco. And this is your toilet flanges. Alright, 4-inch, loaded with 4-inch, 3-inch, and 4-inch again. Alright, carbon monoxide, smoke detectors, caps for the wash machine spigots. You got to put those on. Like somebody moves out of the house and you want to stick those on there just in case something happens there. Universal shower handle, same here. That is a TNP valve for a water heater, universal knobs for the shower, and then you've got the TNP valve, a different style here, and that's a little spigot that goes on the water heater, and your thermostats, top and bottom. Alright, we're going to cut this one off and start another one.